Good morning, all of you. In continuation with the circle, this is our fifth lecture. Now, in last lecture, we have seen the tangent secant theorem, its converse. After that, we seen so many activities, and tangent theorem also we seen. Tangent segment theorem also we seen. Now, in this lecture, we'll see how to solve the example by using the theorems that already we have studied. So this is a question in front of you. I'm going to write you here the information which is provided in the question. So question is, in the adjoining figure, circle with center D touches the sides of angle ACB. Here this is the angle ACB, and these two sides are touches the circle at point A and B. Okay, and we will write the question in figure. Circle with center D touches the sides of angle ACB at A and B. Just see here it touches to the angle. Then if angle ACB is equal to 52 degree, if angle ACB equals to 52 degree, we have to find measure of angle ADB. Actually, it is very easy question, and for that you have to use two properties. First property is related to quadrilaterals. Sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360, and after that you have to use the tangent theorem to solve this example. Here in the question, only ACB is equals to 52 degree is given. Okay, and we have already studied that the angle radius is perpendicular on the tangent. So in figure AD is radius and AC is a tangent, and therefore angle ADAC is equals to 90 degree. Same way, here DB is a radius and CB is a tangent. That's why angle DBC is equal to also 90 degree. So, and after that, if we use the sum of all angles of quadrilateral equals to 360, you will get the answer of this. You will get the measure of angle ADB. So first of all, we write here measure of angle ADC is equal to measure of angle DBC is equal to 90 degree. And what is the reason behind it? It is the tangent theorem. Okay. After that, if once you get these angles, the sum of all angles, here it is ACBD is a quadrilateral. Therefore, here use the sum of all angles of quadrilateral is 360 degree, and afterwards you just add these angles. measure of angle DAC plus angle ACB plus angle CBD plus angle ADB equals to 360. Okay, so put the values, you will easily get the answer. Measure of CAD, otherwise DAC is 90, ACB, it is given here, ACB is equal to 52, so here write 52 degree, and this CBD is also 90 degree, and plus we have to find this ADB equals to 360. Sum of these three is the 200 and ADB plus angle. Measure of these three is the 232 equals to 360. Therefore, angle ADB equals to 360 minus 232, and its subtraction is 128. Okay, so measure of this angle is 128. In this way, you can solve the example by using the properties of the tangent, secant, and whatever theorems are there. After that, we will see the next example. Now, in this question, point O is the center of the circle. So this is the point O, it is the center of the circle. Line A and line B are parallel to circle. This line to the circle at point P and Q. With this parallel tangents, here it is, parallel tangents to the circle at P and Q. So this A and this line B, they are parallel to each other, and also they are tangents because they are touches to the circle at single point. Then we have to prove that the PQ, means this PQ is a diameter. So first of all, we will join the P and the Q, and as if it is a diameter, it is passing from the center of the circle, that is the O. Okay, we have to prove that this PQ is a diameter. Okay, so for that, first of all, we have to do the construction that we have to draw the line passing from O and it is parallel to A. So this is a line I had drawn here, and this line I will name it as a C, and this I will take it as a S, and here I will take a R. Okay, now the figure is there in front of you. We have to prove that PQ is a construction. So PQ is a diameter we have to show. So see here, first of all we will write the construction what we had done here. So draw a line, draw a line C which is parallel to line A. Okay, then draw radii PQ and OQ. Also draw radii PQ and OQ and OP. OQ and OP. Okay, now this is the radius and this is the tangent. So this angle measure is 90. This angle OPT and OQR measure is 90 degree. So I will write here. Now angle OPT and angle OQS is equal to angle OQS is equal to 90 degree, and reason behind it is the what? Tangent theorem. Tangent theorem is that what? The angle between radius and tangent is the 90 degree, or radius is perpendicular on the tangent. So that is the, according to that property of theorem, angle OPT and OQR is equals to 90 degree. Okay. The next step is that, now what I said that here in question it is provided information line A and line B, they are parallel, means A is parallel to B. So here I will write line A parallel to line B. Okay, that is given. After that, line A is parallel to line C. Line A is parallel to line C. That is our construction. Okay. So here we will give the number 1. Okay. So A is parallel to B and A is parallel to C. Therefore, line these two. If A is parallel to B and A is parallel to C, then B and C, they are both are parallel to each other by the transitivity property. So here therefore line B parallel to line C. Okay. Now these three lines are parallel to each other. Okay. Then angle SOQ. This angle SOQ. You know that if lines are parallel to each other, sum of interior angles of sum of interior angles is 180. If it is 90 degree, if APPO is 90, then POS is equal to 90, because sum of this both is equal to this angle and this is the 180. That's why if it is 90, then it is also 90. So I will write here, therefore angle SOP, angle SOP is equals to 90 degree by interior angle property of a parallel lines. Interior angle property. Okay. So we will give the 2. This is 1 and that is 2. Now from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, the sum of this is the 180. So angle SOP is equals to, plus angle POS is equal to, angle sine POS is equal to 90 plus 90 equals to 180 degree. Okay. So if it is 180 degree, SOP and POS. Similarly we can show here also, because they are parallel to each other. Sum of interior angle 180 is here, and here also measure of angle is 180. Now this POS is equal to 90 and SOQ is equal to also 90. So sum of this angle, both angle is the, here I will change little bit. So it is 180, and from this we can say that what these points P, O, Q, they are collinear. Okay, and if they are collinear, then what happens? This ray is moving is towards this and that ray is towards this side, and they are collinear. And so if it is collinear, they lies on the one line which P, O and Q, and therefore PQ is the diameter we can prove. So we write here, therefore if it is 180, the ray which here we have write ray OP and ray ray OP and ray OQ are opposite rays. Okay, and if they are opposite rays, then P, O and Q are collinear points. And if they are collinear, then PQ is a diameter of a circle. Therefore PQ is diameter meter of a circle. Okay, to prove this, what we had done here, first of all, as you know that this is 90 degree, that is also 90 degree, 90 degree, and sum of, after that what we, these lines are parallel to each other, the sum of interior angle is 180 here also and here also. If it is 190, it is 90, so angle POC is equal to also 90 and COQ is equal to also 90. So measure of angle POQ is equal to 180 and angle POQ is a straight angle, and if it is a straight angle, PQ is a diameter. Okay, now here, when motorcycle runs on a wet road or in a rainy season, you may have seen water splashing from its wheels. So suppose this is a wheel, and when it is running on a wet road, at that time the water, what happens, water is moving in this way. Okay, so how it is, how that water splashing, so those splashes are like a tangent. So these splashes are there, they are tangent. If we draw the, suppose this is the center of the wheel, and if we draw this here, the measure of this angle is 90. Same here, if you draw it here, you will see the measure of this angle is also 90. So these are the tangents. So radius, this is the radius, and this is the tangent, and the angle between them is the 90 degree. So those splashes are like a tangent to the circle of the wheel. Okay, now observe the splinter escaping from the splintering wheel in Diwali. Okay, so in this also, when it moves on the surface of the earth, that time also what happens, that lines are there, splinterings, they are also tangent to that splinter. Okay, and till that we have studied that the tangent theorem. What is the tangent theorem? What is tangent theorem? A tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius, means the angle between the tangent and radius is 90 degree. A line perpendicular to the radius at its point on the circle is a tangent to the circle. Means if line is perpendicular to the radius, then it is a tangent, and tangent segment drawn from the external point to a circle are congruent. That also we have seen. Suppose this is a circle, this is the external point, and if we draw this, then these two are having the equal measure. Till that we will finish it here. We have to solve the practice set number 3.1, and all examples are very easy. If you have any doubt, just ask me. Okay, thank you.